Hello and welcome to another episode of Clash of Clans with Jawwolf 18. Today we're going to go over my Bunkered Queen base. And it's a pretty cool base. I've actually edited it, so this is not the most recent version that I have. I'll actually show you guys that a little bit later in one of the other defensive replays. But let's go ahead and jump into this replay right now. As you can tell, I have healers inside there instead of like normal Clan Council troops. And the point is that, just to keep that Archer Queen alive, so that, when the P.E.K.K.A.s and the King go after the Queen has, healing, so that it also heals up the walls as well, so that, they're forced to just sit there and pound away at walls that keep getting healed, and then, the Archer Queen just sitting there pounding them, and then I have Teslas in there too that are just pounding them, and eventually they all die inside there along the wall. This is a pretty good example of it right here. See how they're just pounding on those walls, and then once they get through and like that next layer of walls, the trap's going to spring out, the little skeleton traps, and then the healers are also healing that last wall because it's in range of the Archer Queen, and they're just going to sit there and just get punished by all those things shooting at them. The Archer Tower, the Tesla, the Archer Queen. They finally took out the other Tesla, but now the other Tesla steps in and then they died. And as you can tell, it's a pretty old video because my Teslas are level 4 in this, and I think I have like level 6 Teslas now. And yep, and then the Expos are still alive because the troops went around and they didn't shoot them. And that mortar's about to go off, and boom, kill that archer, 1 star. Alright, and as you'll notice, this one's actually a much more recent version of this base. So what I ended up doing was, if you noticed, there was 3 layers of walls on the inside, and it was just too easy. You just drop a jump spell and you just jump over those walls, and then you basically own the entire base. So that's why I just did 2 layers of walls up there, and then I did another ring around the Archer Towers on the south side. And what that actually does is it causes, the Archer Queen to basically be the only troop that can shoot that defense because it's so far away. Wizards can only shoot like 3 tiles away, so they're not going to be able to shoot that Archer Tower, and the Archer Tower is going to be able to sit there and just hammer them. But there is a jump spell in there, so they could jump inside that little territory and then kill the Archer Tower. It doesn't look like they're going to do that, at least not right now. And then, as you can also tell, my Archer Queen, is shooting all those stuff to distract the troops to come towards her. Unfortunately, I didn't have a healer at this time, so that's why she's going to end up dying. But she did take out a lot of troops, and then Archer Queen versus Archer Queen, he used his ability just at the right time and killed my Archer Queen, or else his Archer Queen was about to die. And then all the troops get inside that little tunnel right there, and then my Teslas just sit there and zap them all. And then there's just that Valkyrie up top, which my Tesla is shooting at right now. And then once that Valkyrie dies, there's really nothing that can get inside that core down there to get the town hall. Because the golem, I'm not going to do any damage to it, because it only targets defenses, so the only real threat is actually the 2 P.E.K.K.A.s on the left side and that wizard. But those P.E.K.K.A.s are about to go down. At least one of them is by the Tesla and the King. And the wizard stopped shooting that Tesla, so that's what really helped me. Because the Tesla does a lot more damage than the King does. And then right about here is the part where I was like, oh, you might actually get the town hall. But what actually happens is the Archer Tower right there, the one that's out of range, I sit there and just pound away at those golemites. And then once that wizard gets through the wall, they retarget. So they switch places, and what that does is, oh look, now my Archer Tower is targeting your wizard, and now you have no hope of getting that town hall. Alright, and then up next is another attack from this war, actually, on this base. So let's go ahead and jump over to that one. This guy uses a different armor. He doesn't use Valkyries. He's using Go Wee Wee. Yeah, so golems, wizards, witches, and P.E.K.K.A. to go ahead and drive in. Alright, so let's see how this guy does. I personally just don't like witches. When I use witches, I seem to get my ass kicked with them. So I typically just try to stay away from them. Go Wee Wee is actually a very good attack. It just doesn't seem to work for me. Maybe I just need to go to like Go Wee Wee 101 school or something. Because man, I usually get my ass kicked by it. I just feel like a mortal would just start targeting all my witches and then I'm screwed. But anyways, so right now he's taking out pretty much the entire top of my base. He's working his way down. Archer Queen has no hope. Now he's just got 2 wizards, a golem at the top. I think he forgot to drop the golem or something. So, that's why that golem's a little bit late drop. He's got that P.E.K.K.A down there with the king, but, the same exact type of trap. The Tesla's going to sit there and shoot at the P.E.K.K.A until it dies. And then the wizard just went down. There's really just 1 wizard left and 2 golems, and if anything targets that wizard... Oh, it's actually 3 golems. Wow. I thought that was 2 golems right there. But anyways, if anything basically targets that wizard, I mean, he's pretty much doomed. Because... Oh, there's also an archer up there. I didn't even see that. Anyways, like I said, if anything targets that wizard, I mean, it's over for him. Because that's really his only damaging unit right now. And hopefully, they can take out some more of those golems and golemites. Yep, there we go. Wizard's now down, so he has no chance. What happened was, I think it was that Tesla that killed the golem, and then split into golemites, and he's like, oh, I'm going to target that wizard real quick. Yep, and that's exactly what I needed to kill this thing. So now basically all he has left is those 2 golems up top, and then the archer that just died. Yeah, pretty much just the 2 golems on the inside, and they're stuck inside there. They're not getting out of there. They're not in range of anything, so let's just go ahead and fast forward so we can get through this video. But yeah, I thought that was kind of funny. Alright, and the next one's actually an older version again. We're going to go back to the previous version of this base. And this guy hit me with like a crazy attack. He hit me with the Go Lavaloon or something like that. Yeah, Go Lavaloon Wiz or something. Crazy. And it's typically like a Town Hall 10 attack where they use their golems and their kill squad to drive in and kill like the queen or some, air defenses. And then they use the other, part of the attack to get rid of the other stuff. Like the other 2 air defenses and then the rest of the defenses, and then just flow right across the base and kill everything. But you'll see how this thing works. And I actually ended up having to record this into a 2 recording video because this is the ground phase. And then the air phase he does kind of like almost simultaneously. So I figured it'd be just a lot better if I just recorded the ground phase and then I recorded the air phase. So here he actually is pretty smart right here. He drops the balloons to take out those cannons that are covered. And my rocket just barely didn't kill that other one. I was like, oh man, I was hoping it'd kill that one too. So that it would just sit there and just pound away at that wizard. But unfortunately it didn't do that. And the Archer Queen did end up getting the Town Hall. So, yep. But a lot of his troops, his driving troops now are pretty much all dead. So he really just has a couple more. And he's got the king, and he's just got his little Iron Fist buddies down there. And then that 1 wizard. And then, as you can tell, he's already done some of the air phase. So we'll have to come back to that part so you guys can see, what's going on with that. Like I said, this was a very interesting attack. That's why I ended up saving it and recording it for you guys. He 2-starred me on it, so it wasn't too bad. Alright, so right now we're about to jump into the air phase. So as you can tell, I zoomed in at the top because this is where the entire air phase begins. Times 4 so we can hurry up and try to get into this, air phase part of this attack. Anytime now. I don't remember exactly when he starts the air phase. Oh, here we go. Alright, so now he dropped his lava hounds. I'm about to say lava loons. The lava hounds, and then he drops a rage spell, rage up all those balloons back there to kill all that stuff. The Archer Queen's down there just picking stuff off one by one, with the healers there to help her. You know, if I didn't have those healers, she probably would have died, because yeah, that little lava pup did some good damage to her, especially when he was under rage. And the Archer Queen really doesn't have a whole lot of health. Right here was I thought was interesting. This is actually when I found out that the Archer Queen actually can help heal some of those walls. When that healers are healing her, she also does splash damage, so they heal all those walls. And she just stood there and let all those walls get healed up. Yeah, so that I thought was very interesting. So that's another reason why I ended up starting using healers a little bit more. There are downsides to healers though. Like I said, they don't come out during air attacks. So it's basically just a dead clan castle. But, they do have a slight upside to them. Especially if you, bunker your queen up pretty well. They work pretty well together with her. But right now she's going to jump over that wall like Rambo, which I don't want her to do. I still haven't figured out how to keep her behind those walls. Alright, so this next video I'm actually going to show you where, like, the actual healer's healing the queen, and then it shows them healing the walls as well. So we're going to zoom in so you can actually see, the health bar of like the air defense and then the walls a little bit better, so you get a better understanding of what the healers are actually doing. Right now, as you can tell, the Lava Hound is slightly damaging the air defense, but the healers are actually healing the queen right now, and that's what's also causing that air defense to get full health again. See, full bar again, full bar again, and then boom. Now all the balloons are about to get on top of it and then just wipe it out. But that was actually the very first time I seen that, and I thought that was very interesting. So I wanted to show that to you guys, that the healers are actually a pretty viable option as long as you can get your king or queen or whatever to stand next to something that you think is very important, and then just have it sit there and heal it. I thought about maybe trying that with the town hall, but right here you're also going to see it, where it's going to heal up all of those walls, and those walls are pretty badly damaged. So about halfway now on those walls, and now they're about 3/4 of the way done. Yep, almost. See, that wall just got healed fully up. That wall's fully healed, so is that one, and the last wall. And then she just like walked away. I was like, oh yeah, like that's why I was just standing right there. I thought that was pretty funny. So this next and final one is, I think this is an older one. Yeah, it's definitely an older one because I had Archer Towers down there. So this guy's going to be using Go Wipe on it. Alright, man. Well, I'm just going to let this one run. This guy just barely gets 2 stars on me, though. I like that wall breaker fail, though, right there that you guys just saw. Boom! Small Bomb kills all of his little wall breakers. Alright, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. Feel free to add me online. My ID is JawWolf18. In the top left is the Halloween event, the ClashCon event, and also my Town Hall 8.5 series, the beginning of it at least. And the top right is a two-part epic fail. There was a lot of fails inside that war, so I ended up having to make that into a two-part series. And the bottom right is actually the speed build of this base, and then the bottom left is the Town Hall village that I have that is really, really good at defending attacks. I almost never get attacked because people just look at the base and go, "No, I'm not attacking that."